Hey guys, what is going on? Chris here, doing a little recap last night and look ahead to today's games for Wednesday the 8th. So I didn't do a video for you guys yesterday because there's only 3 games, so thought it'd be kind of a waste of time to do a 3-game little recap kind of thing. So anyway, I did play anyway. Hopefully you guys did well on the little 3-game slate. Nothing too crazy out there. Anyway, wanted to get to you guys today. Sorry about that, because a lot of games out there. So some pretty good tournaments as well. Another thing, I will not be doing a video for you guys on Thursday. Not too many games. I think there's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will not be here on Thursday because I am going to the Boston-Portland game. Got some courtside tickets. So definitely excited for that. Will not be here, so gonna have a blast there. But yeah, with that being said, let's definitely do a little bit of a recap. Best one here was a 323.1. Had Walker, didn't really do too much. Should have had Lillard and Beverly. Unfortunately, didn't have that happen, but I thought Walker would do a lot better. But Walker has not been doing well here recently. Beverly was a very good pick. Not many people had him on this 3-game slate. 31.7, really good night from him. Harden obviously was Harden. Batum, really good matchup there against Brooklyn. Trevor Ariza, usually don't pick him, but small forwards were really bad last night. So 37 came out of nowhere. Bojan Bogdanovic, 26.5, solid night from him. Serge Ibaka with a solid 37. Frank Kaminsky, solid 34, and Capella, a solid 31. So a really good night, but there's so many high scores out there that it didn't really do too much. But overall, I entered quite a bit of lineups, but did pretty good last night. As you see, there's a whole bunch of them. So, yeah, like I said, that was just my own personal thing there. Hopefully you guys, like I said, did good as well. If you guys are interested in premium lineups, definitely let Anthony and I know. 2 to 4 lineups per day. If you're interested, we will, however, email in the comment section. All you have to do is message us. We'll get you all set up on premium lineups. Alrighty, so I think we got 12 games here today. Like I said, a lot of games. So I'm not going to go too in depth into a lot of these games because if I did, that would take like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I'm going to briefly go over some of them. The games that I'm really into, I'll go into them a little bit deeper. But there's a couple of them that don't really need to be talking about too much. So that's kind of what I am looking at. Alrighty, let's start this off here. So our first game we have is Cleveland, Indiana. We've got a 216 total in Cleveland by 3. So one of the better games of the night is, starting us off. So anyway, as I said, a 216 total in Cleveland by 3. A lot to like in this one. Right away, I don't mind Irving, but I would rather pick Jeff Teague, $7,400, a little bit cheaper. Last time he faced Cleveland, he had 38 fantasy points, so I think around 38 to 40 again. This game could go into overtime, so I love some Jeff Teague. I don't mind Irving, but against that Jeff Teague defense, but still should be a pretty good option there. Not too high on these guys here. Small forwards, LeBron, obviously. He's just been on a straight-up tear right now ever since he's had those little issues that he had with the press. 11-5, I think you have to put him in there. I don't mind Paul George either, but I definitely would go LeBron James. Kevin Love, I think he's a very good option here. I don't mind Lavoy Allen here. I don't think he'll do anything crazy. I mean, if Thaddeus Young is out, he is going up against Love, so he might get you 19 or 20. But don't count on too much against Love. But I love some Kevin Love here. One of my top options. Tristan Thompson had a heck of a game last time out. These two here, Turner and Thompson, kind of cancel each other out. I'm not too interested in these two guys here. So for me, I really like some Teague. Don't mind some Irving. And then some LeBron James, maybe some Paul George. If for some reason Amon Shumpert can't play, I really don't mind taking a GPP shot with CJ Miles if he starts at shooting guard. But if Shumpert plays, not too high on him. And then, like I said, I'd love some Kevin Love, and then maybe some Lavoy Allen, once in a while, only if Thaddeus Young is out. So definitely love that one. All right, here's one of the games that you can kind of skip over, but we'll briefly go into it. San Antonio and Philly, no total on this one. Leonard game time decision, so that's the big thing there. Don't know what's going on with him. I don't mind some TJ McConnell here. Tony Parker's defense sucks. Honestly, he's old, so I don't mind some McConnell here. Maybe, he really hasn't been too crazy, so maybe get you 23, 24, but 5,400, don't want to be paying that much for him. I think Patty Mills maybe in a GPP. He'll probably be taking on Sergio Rodriguez for the most part coming off the bench. But as you see, he hasn't really been doing much either, so not too much value. Maybe some Danny Green and when Leonard was out last time, 25.6. So I don't mind some Danny Green. Manu Ginobili came off the bench, and I think he scored a lot, but I don't think he scored many fantasy points. Let me see here. Yeah, he scored 18 and 12 in his last two, but doesn't do anything else. So Danny Green definitely in play for me, only if Kawhi Leonard's out. I don't mind Simmons or Anderson. I don't think you really need to be going there, though. Aldridge, as normal, I think he's in a very good spot. Looks like Joel Embiid might be out again. I don't really care for this game. So for me, I think Aldridge in a good spot, obviously, if Leonard's out. Danny Green. So Danny Green and Aldridge, I think for me, not really too high in any of these other guys. Maybe some Deadman. Maybe he gets you 20, but not too in this game. You have to kind of wait on this game, obviously, with those injuries. All right, moving on, we got Denver and Atlanta. I really like this game. 220 total and Atlanta by 4.5. So it should be an up-pace game, as we know Denver likes to play up-tempo offense. They did play once before. Dennis Schroeder, he's been honestly not that good, but as we all know, Denver really bad against those point guards. Schroeder, he's been up and down, 8, 38, 22. Last time he did face Denver, I think he had 40. Let me go look here real quick. But I think when they did face him, that's when Schroeder was on his crazy run. So I still don't mind him here, 40.7. Yeah, so I don't mind him. I wouldn't put all your money on him, but I definitely scatter him in some of your lineups. Right away, Tim Hardaway, I think he's 100% in play for you. Will Barton had a pretty good game as well, but I love Tim Hardaway. Denver, one of the worst teams against shooting guards, so Hardaway should be popular, but a very good matchup. Hopefully Cephaloshi's out again. I like some Wilson Chandler here quite a bit. Not too afraid of that Kent Bazemore defense. I don't mind Jokic here be going up against Dwight Howard. I think he should do half decent. He's been struggling a little bit, so I think I might stay away from it. If you want to go for him in a GPP, I don't mind him. Millsap, I don't mind him either. Pretty good defender. Kenneth Faried, let me see what's going on with him. Pulled out. Okay, so he didn't play against the Mavericks. So, if Faried's out again, I really don't mind some Millsap. Not too afraid of Arthur or Hernan Gomez. Maybe you can put him in there. I think he got some extra run here against Dallas. Let me see how he did. Got you 19, so maybe you want to put him in there if you just want to punt that position. So, yeah, I definitely don't mind Millsap if Faried is out. And I don't mind Howard, but not too high on him. So, for me, I'm kind of attacking for the front court here. Dennis Schroeder for sure for me. Tim Hardaway are my two big guys right there, and then some Wilson Chandler. And then depending on that, Kenneth Faried news, maybe some Millsap. But for me, Chandler, Tim Hardaway, and Dennis Schroeder is who I'm looking at in that one. All right, moving on. We got Lakers and Detroit, 216 total, and Detroit by 7.5. I don't mind this game. Not too crazy about it though. Reggie Jackson's not been doing good, but always a good matchup against the Lakers. So maybe take a shot there. I think KCP in a half decent spot, but man, he's always a risky play. Let me see here. He had 21.3. So yeah, maybe you go him. I'm not too high on him. Not too high on this game. Marcus Morris, I think, is in a half decent spot. If Brandon Ingram's going to get the start again, I think he's, not the best matchup against Morris, but if he's going to get those big minutes again, as you see, he's been playing a little bit more. I don't mind him, maybe 21, 22, but he's only 4K. So I think Brandon Ingram is in play as a putt play. I don't mind some John Lure here. He's been averaging around, I think, like 23, 24 fantasy points. 4,800. He's not going to be crazy for you, but 30, 19, and 23. So like I said, if he gets you 24, 25, 4,800 bucks. Hasn't been playing the big minutes, but really easy matchup here against the Lakers. And then if you want to go Drummond, you can put him in there. I think he's in a good spot here. Should get a lot of rebounds. So, yeah, definitely I would attack Drummond. I think he'll be very popular. So, Jackson maybe in a GPP. Don't mind some Russell, but I don't want too much exposure to this one. I think Marcus Morris is in play. Ingram in a GPP. Some John Lure in a GPP, and then some Drummond in a cash game. Don't mind Harris either. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, but I don't want too much exposure from that game. Right, this should be a good one. Should kind of be a blowout, though. But I think Brooklyn, they're at home, so I think Brooklyn should keep it pretty close here. Anyway, Washington, Brooklyn, 220 total in Washington by 9. So for me, all these Washington players are in play. If you just want to go strictly just straight up cash game, I think you can just totally load up on all the Washington players here. So with that being said, John Wall, he's in play for sure. Like I said, all these Washington guys are in play, so I'm going to focus on some of these Brooklyn guys. Randy Ford, I don't mind him going up against Bradley Beal. Maybe get you 19, 20, but man, it's hard to pick these Brooklyn Nets. Kilpatrick had a dud last night. He only had 6 points. I don't mind him here if you want to go that way. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, I think, is in a half-decent spot. Kelly Oubre as well. I think he should get some extra run. Like I said, I really like this game. I don't mind some Bojan Bogdanovic, Jefferson, Markieff Morris for sure. Don't mind some Booker and Lopez and Gortat. So, honestly, they really don't mind it. If you think this game's going to be a blowout for some reason, maybe put in some Justin Hamilton. Maybe he's been getting some little bit extra run here recently. 22 and 24 in his last 2. So maybe he gets some extra minutes. Like I said, they've been playing him a little bit more. So definitely, if you want to punt that center position, Hamilton definitely, in a good spot. I think he could get you around, 20 to 22, but that's all you really need for a guy that's only $3,600. So, yeah, I don't think no one's going to have Hamilton at all. He'll probably be like 0.1% owned. So I think he's in a good spot. So yeah, for me, almost everyone is in play in this one. If you think it's going to be close, it should be a very, very high-scoring game. Brooklyn plays up-tempo when they're at home. Washington, they've been very, very hot. So, yeah, mostly, like I said, just pick and choose who you want. Everyone, honestly, is in play here. All right, moving on, we've got Utah, New Orleans. 201 total in Utah by 4. Utah has been a very surprising team still. People don't know how good they are. George Hill, I think he's in play here. They're going to be in New Orleans, so should be a little bit faster-paced game. Utah's been scoring a little bit more points than normal, so I think Hill's in play for you. Small forward, Gordon Hayward. If you guys listened to my video, was it 2 nights ago against Atlanta? I told you I didn't mind Hayward in a GPP. Hopefully you guys paid attention to me against Atlanta because he had 47-9. So hopefully you paid attention. So 27, 33, and 30 real points in his last 3 games going up against going up against the New Orleans Pelicans for 8,000. I think you guys have to put him in there. If this guy's going to be putting up 45 to 50 fantasy points for 8K, you have to put him in there. So he's almost 100% in my lineup here. I'd love some Hayward. As normal, he's not the most popular guy out there, so his ownership shouldn't be too crazy. Not too high on Davis here. I think Rudy Gobert should be in a half-decent spot here against Anthony Davis. He should get a couple blocks. They're going to need Rudy out there quite a bit here against Anthony Davis. And another one of those guys, kind of like Hayward, never too popular, even though he's a pretty good player, we know. 47, 38, and 31. I don't mind Rudy as either. Wish his price was a little bit cheaper. But for me, Hill and Gordon Hayward kind of where I'm looking at, maybe some Rudy Gobert in this one. Alrighty, moving on. We got Milwaukee and Miami, a 210 total, and Milwaukee by 3. Another one of those games. As we all know, Miami's been playing some pretty good basketball. I think Goran Dragic right away is in play. Tyler Johnson, always a very good spot here for $5,600 here against a Milwaukee team. Their defense is not too good. Had a bad game against Minnesota, but I think he should get you around 25 to 30. Johnson never really too popular unless Dragic is out. So Johnson in play. Dragic, I think he's in play. I don't mind some Giannis. All depends on what's going on with Mr. Dion Waiters here. You see here, sprain his. All right, so if Waiters is out for some reason, Wayne Ellington for sure comes back into play. Mr. Chris Middleton is going to make his season debut, $4,500. I don't think they're going to play him at all. A little curious of how that's going to affect Giannis. I don't think in the first couple games it's going to affect him at all. We'll see how much they play him. I think they'll probably play him about 15, as you see there, 15, 20 minutes. So right away, don't mind some Wayne Ellington if Waiters is out. Tyler Johnson also gets the boost as well. As normal, Giannis is in play. See here. Don't mind Jabari Parker. And then I think Hassan Whiteside should be in play. I can't really touch any of these Milwaukee guys right now. John Henson was chalked the other day, but look, Spencer Hawes is here, Henson's here, Monroe's here, so they're all, and also Roy Hibbert, they're all there, so I don't know who's going to get those minutes there. But Whiteside, I think for sure is in play. None of these guys are that good of defenders on that Milwaukee side. So for me, Dragic for sure. Tyler Johnson, I don't mind him. Love him way more if Dion Waiters is out. Wayne Ellington should be a little bit more popular if Waiters is out. I don't mind Giannis, but not the best game for him here. That total's not too good, and that pace is not the best for him. And then Hassan Whiteside is probably where I'm going to go there. So probably 2 or 3 from that one and move on. All right, moving on. We got Toronto and Minnesota, 212 total, and Toronto by 3. Another game that should be pretty good. Minnesota, for the most part, can keep up with mostly any team. But Toronto looks like, they're going back to full health. Looks like they got DeRozan back here. So Lowry right away, I don't mind him. Ricky Rubio, I think he's a GPP play here. Lowry likes to handle that ball a lot. Turns it over once in a while. Rubio likes to steal that ball. And he's been pretty good. 26 and 22, not too good. Had 39 against Miami. I think he can get you around 32, 33 here. But he's almost 7,000, so I don't know how much Rubio you want. But yeah, for me, I love DeRozan, probably one of my top options. If Levine was there, I would tell you not to do it. But Brandon Rush is there, so I'm not too afraid of it. I love DeRozan. He's been pretty hot ever since he came back. 38, and then he was out, and then 42. So barring no news from DeRozan, I think he's in a good spot here against Minnesota. Wiggins, I don't mind him going up against Carroll, but still I don't mind some Wiggins. Let's see here. Maybe Gorky Ding. I don't mind him. Not too high on him. As normal, I keep telling you guys this. I really like some Jonas Valanciunas. He is never popular. I told you I really didn't mind him the other day against the Clippers. And he had another pretty good game, 39.4. I told you Clippers are not doing good against those centers. He was only I think 0.2% owned when I had him in one of my lineups. So look, this guy, he doesn't get a lot of respect. 6,000. I think you put him in there again. Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns, but if you go look at the ratings, Minnesota's not the greatest against centers. So I like Valanciunas, man. He's doing some pretty good stuff over there. He's been pretty quiet, which is good. Not too many people know what he's doing. Timberwolves, middle of the pack, 47.8 in their last 5. So Valanciunas should get you around 30. I really don't mind him in the GPP. Once again, he's not getting respect. He won't be popular, but I definitely like him. So don't mind Lowry. Obviously, DeRozan should be a good game. Maybe some Wiggins. Not my most popular play there. And then don't mind Towns either. And then Jonas Valanciunas, I really like him. My only problem with him, hopefully he doesn't get into foul trouble against Karl Anthony Towns, but it should be a very good matchup. So really like that game quite a bit. All righty, we got 4 more games here. All right. New York and the Clippers at 218 total, and the Clippers by 2. So this one should be an interesting game, as you guys have probably heard the last couple of weeks with Carmelo going to the Clippers. There might be a little bit of tension here. So I think this should be a good game. I think Carmelo should be playing pretty good. Like I said, should be a very good matchup here. So anyway, New York, they've just been downright terrible. So right away, Austin Rivers, he's at $5,700. Price is going up as normal. His name has been mentioned in the trade rumors here for to go to the Knicks. I don't mind him here. 27-31, had a bad one against Boston, and the rebound against Toronto. 5,700 should get you around 30 here against D Rose. Rivers, another guy that won't be too popular. Jamal Crawford, I really love him. I think his ownership will be a little popular here. As we know, Knicks, their defense is just downright bad right now. Crawford, he's been hot, man. So Crawford should get you at least 27-28 for 5K. I think you have to put him in there. Don't mind Redick either, but Crawford obviously has the hot hand. I don't mind Carmelo. Like I said, maybe he wants to – he's not really too interested in getting traded, though. But still, I think he'll come out here pretty strong. Blake Griffin, 9,400. I'm not too afraid of Kristaps Porzingis right now. He's been, getting in foul trouble, and I think Griffin should be able to take advantage of that. 9,400, he's getting up there, but one of the better power forwards on the night. Like I said, he's just been dominant. Had triple-double against Toronto. So Griffin, I think he's in play. Don't think he'll be the most popular guy out there. DeAndre Jordan should just straight up eat here, get you at least 15, 20 rebounds. Should get you around 35, 40 points. So I don't mind Jordan. I don't mind some Hernan Gomez, Kyle Quinn, but they're kind of sharing minutes right now. Gomez almost 6,000. Don't know what's going on Noah, but even if Noah comes back, he's going to be on the bench. So Quinn will probably get the start again, but Gomez probably get the bigger minutes. So it depends on who you like there. So for me, I don't mind Jordan. Don't mind some Austin Rivers. Jamal Crawford will be popular, but in a good spot. Don't mind Carmelo. Really like some Blake Griffin. And then, as I said, maybe some DeAndre. So I don't mind targeting that game at all either. But Phoenix and Memphis, 210 total, Memphis by 10. Not the best game out there, especially since they're in Memphis. This game should be relatively slow. Right away, I don't mind Mike Conley. He hasn't been crazy here though. He's just been average, so I don't mind Mike Conley. I don't think he's going to do anything crazy here. Maybe 35. As you see, he's been averaging around 30. So he's an okay play, but he's almost 8,000, so nothing popular, not too high in Bledsoe. Tony Allen's back, so not too high in Booker. Warren, I think he's in a good spot. Been playing some pretty good ball. So I think he's in a good spot. Zach Randolph, as normal, very good spot coming off the bench. Marc Gasol should just straight up eat here. He is going up against Tyson Chandler, but Davis had a pretty good game against Phoenix last time out. So I really like some Marc Gasol here. See here. And then I told you, I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you Tyson Chandler has been really, really bad, but he always played New Orleans really good. 11 points, 12 rebounds. He had 29 points, so definitely a good call right there. But tonight, I don't like him at all. But, yeah, Marc Gasol, one of my top options at that center position. So, for me, not too into this game. Maybe Warren, Zach Randolph for sure, and then maybe some Gasol. Move on. Not the game you really want to be targeting, but one or two options should do pretty good in this one. All right, moving on, we got Golden State and Chicago. No total, but should be a pretty high-scoring game. I do think Golden State should easily get this one. As normal, I don't mind some Stephen Curry. If Butler's out again, like I said, we won't probably know unless they do a report on him early. Williams, he's been hefty coming off the bench. Coming off 43 and 40, huge. He's just been unreal. Only 5,000. So if Butler's out, Michael Carter-Williams 100% should be in your guys' lineups. Like I said, we don't know what's going on with Jimmy Butler here. Let me see here. This is questionable. So, yeah, we're probably not going to have any news on him. So I think if you're going to take a shot with Michael Carter-Williams, maybe do it in one or two lineups, but I want to put all your money on it. I think Curry's just going to light up here. Don't mind some Dwayne Wade if Klay Thompson is out. Patrick McCaw might come into play. Let me see here what's going on with Klay Thompson. All right, there we go. We'll be away. Okay, so there's death in the family, so Thompson will not play. Patrick McCaw will probably come into the starting lineup. Unfortunately, has a tough matchup here against Dwayne Wade, but I don't mind McCaw. Maybe he gets you 20. Whenever he starts, as you see, he started against the Clippers, had 21. So McCaw, 3,500. If he gets you 19 to 20, I think he's in a really good spot. So if he gets to start, I don't mind McCaw. Kevin Durant and Curry, obviously, their usage is going to skyrocket, so don't mind that. Draymond should get you 35 here. That's really it. I don't mind. I'm not too high on JaVale McGee. They're not really using him here. They might have to use him a little bit more, though, because Robin Lopez is a pretty big guy. So, yeah, Curry for me. As I said, if Butler's out, Michael Carter-Williams for sure. Don't mind Dwayne Wade. McCaw, I think he's in play here as a GPP to get you 20. Kevin Durant, normal, should be in a good spot. My only thing with Durant, maybe his mind, like I said, it's just my theory, but maybe his mind's a little elsewhere right now because that OKC game is coming up. If you do recall, a long time ago when he first when he first played the Thunder, the game before he did really bad, and then against the Thunder he went off. So, who knows? But still, I think he's in a good spot. So, Curry, like I said, everyone really in this one should be a good game. Curry, Michael Carter-Williams, don't mind Wade, McCaw, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green. So that's kind of where I'm going there. So it should be a pretty good game to target. All right, last but not least, we got Boston and Sacramento. No total on this one because of, Boogie picked up his 16th technical, and that automatically means it's going to be suspended for one game. So I personally think this should be a straight-up annihilation here. I think Ty Lawson gets a little bit more run here against Isaiah Thomas. Bradley's not on the road trip, so he's officially out. Garrett Temple's officially out. He's been out for a while, though. So Matt Barnes, I don't mind him. Jay Crowder, I really like him. Bradley's been out, so Crowder, very good spot. Man, I don't know how many of these Sacramento guys you can really mess with here. If you guys see here, their prices went up. Tolliver, almost 5K. Willie Cauley, almost 5K, which is way out of it. Koufis is almost 5K. So, yeah, Fanduel definitely jumped up the prices. I'm not interested. I'm really not. Yeah, I think they should still do good, but I think there's other guys in that area that I can capitalize on. If they were 37, 38, yeah, go for it. But they're almost $5,000. You need at least 25 to 30. Yeah, I think they can do it, but I'm not really going to take a shot with it. Al Horford, though, I think he's in a very good spot. This should just be a straight-up blowout. So I know this may seem a little crazy, but Malachi Richardson, maybe he gets some extra run here. Just trying to find you guys some GPP plays. Like I said, he's a rookie. He's not going to get much run. Maybe, like I said, he's only been getting 8 or 6 minutes. Maybe get you 20 minutes of run and get you 18 points, but they're not too high on him. So this game, I really don't care about. Isaiah Thomas, I think he should be in a good spot, but as I said, should be a blowout, and he does most of his damage in that fourth quarter, and I don't think they're going to need him here. So really not too interested in this game here. Jay Crowder, as I said, I like him. Matt Barnes should be very, very popular in a pretty good spot. And then maybe some Marcus Smart, but maybe one or two, not too interested in that one. So, all right, a lot of games. Let's try and get you guys a lineup here. As normal, this is just a rough draft lineup. All right. All right, so I think John Wall's in a very good spot. spot. I don't mind Wall. Giannis, a good spot. DeRozan, a good spot. All right, so we're going to put in Tim Hardaway. I said I love him here tonight. Jamal Crawford, a very good spot as well. A lot of value tonight. I really think you can definitely do a stars and script kind of lineup. I love LeBron here. Jimmy Butler. Let's see. All right, so we're going to go put in Jamal. All right. Well, never mind. Let's put in DeRozan here. Let's see where that gets me. If not, then I'll put in some Jamal Crawford. Hayward, I think he's almost a must here. All right, let's see what's down here. All right, not too many good punt plays right there. Go Mr. Barnes. As I said, I like Chandler and Jay Crowder, so if I can get them in there, I would definitely recommend that. Man, power forward is definitely where you're going to want to spend up here tonight. Some very good ones. Some half-decent cheap options as well. As I said, Allen, maybe fun to put him in there. Let's see. As I said, I really like some Zach Randolph quite a bit. But I really like Griffin. All right, we're going to put in Love. How much do we got here? All right, let me go look at Zach Randolph here real quick, his history. All right, let's see here. So he's been averaging 33, 21. So, all right, well, he's a little expensive for me here in this situation. All right, so let's just fill in a lineup here for you guys. So, center position, a lot of good ones out there. Lopez. Guess that's one thing I didn't do. Totally forgot about that. I don't have any Washington players in here. Totally forgot about that. So we're gonna go put in. We're gonna go put in some Mr. Markieff Morris. Totally, like I said, totally forgot about them. I need to spin up on that point guard though, so I need to put my center position. Justin Hamilton, as I said, I don't mind him. All right, let's try and get you. All right, see here, point guards. John Wall, as I said, I really like him. Is there any other cheap option here? All right, well, for now, this is kind of what we're going to look at. I mean, you can put John Wall in there, but obviously you don't have any money left over, really. So, anyway, like I said, I really like John Wall. Really like some Curry here. Like I said, Michael Carter-Williams is in play, but depends on that Butler news. I really like some Beal and Tim Hardaway. If you don't want to go Beal for some reason and try and get in some John Wall, as I mentioned earlier, maybe you can go with some McCaw. He should be getting the start here. for Mr. Klay Thompson since he's away. And then you got a little bit more money. You got 6,000 left, or you can take out Hardaway and go Beal. But for me, I really like Tim Hardaway and Beal there in a combo. But yeah, a lot of options out there. Definitely watch out for all that news coming out here later today. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Small forward, I'm kind of go GPP there. As I said, if you can get LeBron in there, I like him. Don't mind Kevin Durant. Gordon Hayward, though, I really love him. Otto Porter, Chandler, Matt Barnes, Warren, all those guys are, in my top options. So there's at least 5 or 6 different lineups you can make with players that I like. Griffin, Love, Markieff Morris, don't mind Randolph. So that's kind of where I'm looking there. And then the center position, we got Marc Gasol for sure, Drummond for sure. Don't mind some Gortat here against Brook Lopez, obviously. Jonas Valanciunas is my GPP play. And then these centers are down here aren't too pretty. Some Justin Hamilton, but not too high on some of these guys. So, didn't get to finish the lineup, but that's kind of who I'm looking at there. I was in this lineup here. I was just trying to build a GPP, so not the most popular guys out there, but definitely some GPP options right there. So, Artie, I think that mostly does it. As normal, hope you guys all had a very good night last night, as I did. As I said, A3 at 23. These are all just personal lines, as you see, just mass entered. So, had a very good night. Hopefully you guys did as well. So with that being said, if you guys need some help, definitely let Anthony and I know. We will definitely help you guys. You get 2 to 4 lineups for our premium picks. Email will be in the comment section. All you have to do is message us. We'll get you all set up on a premium lineup. So, alrighty, guys, I think that does it. As normal, hope you guys all Sorry about that. I hope you guys all have a pretty good Wednesday. And as I said, I won't be here for Thursday because I will be at the Portland and Boston game. So we'll not be here to do a podcast for Thursday. So anyway, hope you guys all enjoy the video, and we'll see you guys on Friday.